Hi there. Well, we're definitely not in the comfort zone. This is inside the garage. It's below 0 Celsius because it's, I want to say, minus 26. I'll put in a screenshot. Anyways, at any rate, what we're doing today is a full stainless steel setup for the brake lines on the Ninja. So, there she is in all her glory. Front brakes removed, rear brake lines removed. The only thing I have to do is I'm going to pull out the stock steel lines, which run along here, inside here, and then there's the ABS thing. Now, you're probably wondering, why the hell are you removing the steel lines? They're steel lines, they're not going to expand. Well, of course not, but Kawasaki, in their infinite wisdom, puts in a very, very short piece of rubberized hose between the ABS pump and the stainless steel line that comes from the front. Why? I don't know. The ABS is solidly mounted. The lines are very secure. Maybe it's for vibration. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm going to pull that out. Obviously, in order to do this, you need the parts, so I'll give you the whole description of what I ended up getting. I removed the top of the airbox. It's just there's gonna be a couple clips here, and there's another clip here. You can see it here. I'm gonna just basically push out these lines and take them out. For the new stainless steel lines, I'm gonna follow about a same route, same-ish. All right. So I'm gonna run you through all this. This is from your master cylinder, makes its way along the frame. There's that bit of rubber I was talking about, goes into the ABS. Then the ABS says, yes, you can have more brakes, or no, you can't because you're going to crash. And then that goes back to the block here, off to the splitter. I believe this is the right and left caliper. Then we have from the rear master to the ABS, and then from the ABS to the rear caliper. So I'm going to replace all this. There's my very tidy diagram. Got some stuff from Mopac Auto Supplies, nothing to do with Dodges, it's just a high performance store. Yeah, I'll show you what I got. Okie dokie. I'm not going to bother straightening these out for you, but this is the entire kit that's getting replaced. So I'm going to put this on the bike and then tell you what I did right and what I did wrong, because I did get some wrong fittings. I bought some 3AN fittings, but they should be 3AN to 1/8 27 NPT, so I'm going to get those exchanged tomorrow, and those are just going to tie in these 90s into the ABS pump. Okay, so the brakes took a little bit longer than I expected, but that's usually the way things go. So I'm going to go through the list of what I ended up having to get, not once but twice. So I covered it all up in here, but underneath here, give you guys a sneak peek there. Okay. There's a full stainless steel lines. The only thing I have to say about this is when they go into the block, number one, when you use the 1/8 connectors to the 9 degrees, there's two very large wires up above it that will make it fairly tight. You could probably make that a little bit better just by maybe using banjo bolts, but I'm not sure if they came in those lengths, and I just felt that a threaded connection would be far better. I mean, the banjo's threaded, but you're just relying on an extra connection that could possibly leak. The other thing is, too, is take your time. Don't rush this. It is the right thread, and just takes a little while. So, since we're back here, I did have to remove the airbox. I had to do something else underneath there anyways. So the lines basically come in from here. So 90s, the supply line, and then the line out to the front brakes comes there, obviously. And then the rear lines, I might be able to see them there. They sneak around here and come out here. So for the rear, what I ended up using is I used a 45 degree on this one here, which turned out pretty good. And then a 20 degree offset that snaked through the original hole here behind the swing arm and then along here. So at the front, there's the 20 degree banjo threaded on, and then the return line goes in here and goes to a T, which then goes off to 2 lines that go to, again, 20 degree banjo bolts. Material wise, what I ended up getting is 4 of these. This goes into the ABS block, and this is the one that I was telling you that you have to take your time threading it in. Ended up getting 4 20 degree 10 mil banjos, so that's from the master to the ABS. From the ABS, it then goes to a, where the heck is it? T right here. From the T, then it drops down to the left caliper, right caliper, and those are both 20 degree banjo bolts. So that's the front. And at the rear, I went with a 45 and then another 20 degree. So what you're going to need is 4 20s, 1 45, 1 T. You're going to need some new crush washers and 4 of these connectors. Now, last but not least, why did I go to all this trouble when at the front, God damn it, you have this line. This threads into a single line, goes off to a T underneath the triple, and then drops into either line. The issue is that, yes, this is all metal, but you get to, just before you get to the ABS, you got this bit of line here. Now, I'm not sure how quickly this would deteriorate and everything else like that, but this sits right behind the motor or directly above the motor. So this sees a lot of heat. So that's why I ended up doing that. There's all the old lines, basically. That's basically going to go straight in the garbage once it works. And as far as feel, again, you know, this is an ABS system, so you're not going to get as good of a feel as you would from, say, something that's direct fed from the master down to the calipers, because obviously it has to go through the ABS, through the valving system, and then back. But I quickly bled both the brakes with my vacuum setup, and it has come out pretty good. So yeah, again, oh yeah, and lengths, sorry, I forgot to talk lengths. From here to the T, 16 inches on both sides, 2 of those. From the master to the ABS, 48 inches is a safe bet. 46 would do. And then you can see here, this sneaks underneath the ABS. I did have to move the horn from there to here just to give it a little bit more room. So 2 16ths, 2 48ths, and then I have to double check my notes. I want to say 22 and 18. I'll put it in the text. Otherwise, I'll report back on how these work once winter goes away. Thanks.